Okay guys, we're back for some Helldivers news as Shams Georgiani's got pretty damn active on Twitter and has a lot to say to a lot of comments, but may not quite be everything you wanted it to be. We'll have to wait and see what your responses are. Nonetheless, we're going to take a look at the numbers between the Escalation of Freedom trailer because this one seems to be the second biggest and most viewed since the game's launch. It's absolutely crazy. Going through some stuff, and Twinbeard has vocalized again back off of his vacation. He's still away, but is still dabbling his fingers in. Seems he can't help himself. With that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and consoles. They've got the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts running up to 70% off. It's an absolute steal and a no-brainer. Head down to the description, click the link, and get your games a little bit cheaper today. So with that being said, let's see what it is that's happening right now. So now, before we get into the rest of the video, a quick major order update. Right now we have got around 2 days remaining left on the major order, and we are very, very close with a 74% completion on the designator number of Terminid kills. So that's a positive format, but we can already see where it's going by the way the strategic update has just come through, stating that the automatons are rapidly repairing their logistics and communications infrastructure following the fracturing of their domain by the Helldivers. Their defenses will soon begin recovering, which means that the likelihood is we'll be moving over to the automatons after these 2 days have processed through. So make sure that you get yourself savvy and get ready to head back over to bot territory, because these defenses are going to need to be bloody knocked down again. Hopefully this does bring some other planets to the table and we're not on the same ones again, but we'll have to see how that one processes. Let's get into the rest of the video. Turns out Shams Georgiani vocalized a lot over the last couple of days, as we obviously had the new announcement come through for the Escalation of Freedom major update coming in August 6th, and people had a few responses to this, of which point Shams Georgiani was either not too helpful or extremely helpful at the same time. So let's see what it is that he had to say. First of all, Rob2075 responded to the original posting for the Escalation of Freedom and states, "Looking forward to it, Shams. A new word on progress and the game currency changes. Been maxed on medals for 3 weeks. Would love to have a way to spend them on other things. Have lots of ideas if you want to hear them. Thanks." And Shams responded with no news in that area. Now we know that they've been working on that now for at least the last month. It's been in the works, or has been rumored to have been in the works, and they've been talking about ways of utilizing the currency after Twinbeard has made statements inside the Discord previously, and we're still kind of sat on a stagnant point of not really knowing very much. This is a little bit disappointing, but it's nice to know that they're working on the Escalation of Freedom major update, and hopefully this is going to bring quite a lot to the table so that we actually have reason to start spending a lot of these currencies. I know a lot of you guys are pretty much already maxed out. The Impaler's waiting for you, so make sure that you can spend it as soon as you can once we get into the new update. Although some things are getting updated within a balanced patching, this one was a very interesting one to know exactly what it is that's going to be happening inside of it. But we can see right here that somebody had asked Shams, will the lib penetrator and the lib concussive finally get buffs with this update? And Shams responded with, ideally hope so. Now there's no way you can be the CEO of the leading projector of the game and this just not happen. I'd like to say that the likelihood of the penetrator and concussive getting a buff will probably happen with the brand new Escalation of Freedom update, and that should really be coming to the table with quite a few others, I'd like to hope. We know full well that they've got a massive balance patch in tow with this, as well as all of the new content, so fingers crossed that this is going to be the first of many. And we have some news with regards to a war bond, and unfortunately not quite the news that you were hoping for. Somebody commented to Shams Georgiani stating, "We're excited, Shams. Can you clarify if there's a war bond connected with the Escalation of Freedom? I know that's what half of the discussions are in Discord." Now unfortunately Shams responded with, "Those in charge will reveal at the right time." So you can kind of take that two ways. There is no legitimate statement being made there, but you can again take it in two ways. Either yes, there is a war bond and we'll have it revealed to us at the right time, or it will be revealed revealed to us when they see fit and when the warbond is actually ready to go. This may not be at the time of Escalation of Freedom major update, and I really hope that it is, because it makes a lot of sense, but it may not be. So it depends how you guys are taking this statement. Again, nothing solid in writing, nothing in black and white, but a statement nonetheless. And finally, something that I really didn't expect him to comment back with, because realistically, he is going to have absolutely zero input with this movement. But somebody commented on it stating, "Unrestrict the game in my country." And rightly so. I think that this one's kind of gone underneath the radar, and a lot of people have stopped talking about the fact that the restrictions in this game have really ultimately taken out a lot of players that would have wanted to play. He responded with, "Which country is that?" And we obviously got the response of the Philippines, of which point no message returned. I don't really know why you'd respond to that. That, for me, was probably not the greatest move as far as a PR movement. We know that Sony are the main reason for the restrictions, and it's not coming from Arrowhead overall, but sometimes in social media, there are things you reply to, there are things you don't, and I would suggest this is probably one of those things that you don't. A lot more on a positive note, though. Optimization improvements are looking to be put into the mix very, very soon, and probably alongside the August 6th update, although we have still got quite a while left going for that one, with the date being at around a week and a half left before that update does drop. I really hope that we get some sort of hotfix or something put into the mix, because it does seem to be a little bit ship-shapey that we wouldn't have something for so long. I know they've got a big gap in between now, but somebody responded to Sham saying, "Will the update come with the optimization improvements? Frames are already abysmal on PC. Can't imagine after this update." And he just put yes. So we're definitely getting optimization improvements. Whether these work or not, we'll have to wait and see. We know that it's been a little bit difficult for the game to get optimization improvements that actually do work in a positive manner. Although one thing that is in a positive manner is the Escalation of Freedom trailer, as this thing seems to be the second most viewed of the game, showing that players want fresh content rather than war bonds, or at least that's allegedly what article writers from videogamer.com are stating. Let me know in the comment section what it is that you're more after. I think that they've nailed it on the head. We wanted new content, we wanted new things to do, new things to spend our currencies on, more things to actually play inside of with some new biomes, rather than having just another war bond. It would be quite nice during the mega updates like this one that we have absolutely everything in there new. So a new war bond, a new balance patch, a new optimization feature, brand new enemies to go up against. And if they start doing it like this, it may actually bring a little bit more of a fresher vibe to the table. So we'll have to see exactly how it operates, but nonetheless, it seems that you guys are very, very excited with this one, with the video already having 1.7 million views on it, which is most definitely a positive movement indeed, especially with nearly 100,000 likes. It seems to work in a really good lighting. So best of luck to Arrowhead. I think that this is going to be one of the best things that they've done in a little while now, and I'm interested to see exactly how this one pans out. And finally, we have a movement here that you guys are going to need to worry about. This meme was hilarious, and it had nearly 7,000 likes on X, and it states, "The feeling I'm getting when I saw this, I'm gonna convert you to bug diver so fast." Now, these walkers are a bit of a nightmare anyway, and you can obviously only shoot them from the back unless you are willing to use impact grenades or something a little bit stronger. But the fact that these guys have missiles on both sides and a turret through the middle actually terrifies the living life out of me. Now they've got a bit more protection on the top and you can't really see into where they are, so I'm going to presume that either these things can now be taken out via the front, or you are quite literally having to shoot a bot inside of a cubbyhole. That's right. The most dangerous thing now is probably going to be a bot inside of a bot. Damn, that makes me shiver when I think about it. And a final comment coming from Twinbeard. Even though he is on vacation, the guy cannot help himself. He's a Helldiver through and through, and the guy takes his job seriously. But somebody put a message in just here stating, "I know I sound salty, but performance has been a big problem for 4 months." With the only comment being from Twinbeard, who was weirdly convinced that the game uses way too much RAM, when in fact the game barely uses any RAM compared to other modern titles. And what the response was actually kind of intriguing. He stated, "Hi, to clarify, it was one of the leading developers who actually explained that checking into RAM usage was one of the things that were being investigated as one of the culprits in terms of performance. I was just conveying that. I don't think we've said that it is one of the main offenders openly, but I'm sure we'll dig into that a bit more deeply after the summer vacation is over. Also, if you're having performance issues after 4 months, you're either stuck with some really bad luck, or if it's due to issues with the code, fully entitled to be a bit salty, so don't sweat it. I would like to say that after 4 months, if they couldn't get the optimization down, I'm not expecting it to come from this next big update either. I'm fully the optimist, and I really hope that they do manage to do it, but realistically, when you start looking at what it is on paper, they're not going to have this thing nailed down. They're still going to have framey issues and a load of bugs to boot. But let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. If you haven't already, smash the like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on, and make sure you check out our sponsor, links in the description. Thanks again for watching, appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.